Hey guys, my name is Cameron, and welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. In the last episode, we ascended Snowpeak, and we got to this point. And in this episode, we're going to go see who that giant Yeti is over there. Or, that's probably what he is, that giant snow monster. It's probably the guy who the locals been talking about. Well, not the locals, but the Zoras, rather. And I guess they are the locals, so yeah. Anyways, let's take care of these ice keys, and let's go meet him. Hopefully he's friendly. And he's holding the big reek fish. Which, by the way, that fish is huge, just like bigger than us. Ah, whoa! I heard a ruckus and just human. I see humans not often. Why human come to snows? You on spiritual journey? You look for true self? Yeah, I am actually. You look long time. That was joke. Yeti's joke too. You look for something else? Tell the truth. Yeah, I am looking for something else, actually. Or a piece of something else. You look for a mirror in such a faraway place. Why you not say so before? But you make good climb, and you lucky to meet me. I found shiny mirror piece. Same mirror you look for, Hopefully. You come to house and see yourself. I caught fish. I make hot meal at least. That's a pretty big fish. My house far away. We slide there. Do like me. Come. Like, seriously, I can't get over how big that fish is. That thing is like a shark to us. I mean, like, it seems like there's this law in Zelda to where if you, like, whatever item you obtain, automatically, like, shrinks or expands to your size. Like with items, with fish, apparently, with just everything. Okay. Anyways, he says do like me, so we're going to do exactly what he did. We're going to roll into this tree, or he knocked the tree, but we're going to roll into it. And that's going to bring down a piece of ice for us to skateboard on, which is pretty cool. There's actually a minigame that uses this mechanic later, and it's frustratingly fun. But anyways, it's kind of cool to snowboard in Zelda. Expecting stuff like this in Breath of the Wild, lots of interactive stuff like this. But anyways, this is a little bit of a trip down. It's really not that difficult. Just keep your eyes out, I guess. The controls are not that weird, but they're a little bit sensitive. My biggest advice is just don't overcorrect too much, because that's an easy thing to do when riding on this. Just kind of make sure you're not going to fall off any big ledges. There aren't any ledges for a while, but and also don't worry about running into trees as I'm about to do, because you'll just get back in your snowboard instantly. So you don't need to worry about it too much. But I'm going to take this moment just to talk about things a little bit. So let's see, what exactly should I talk about? I have a lot of things I could talk about. I just don't know what I should at this exact moment. Let me see. Okay. Well, first thing, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus for the past 2 weeks. For about a month or so, I was like putting out videos on a regular basis, and I was doing a really good job of that. But you know, school happened, and life got a little bit busy. But that's okay. I mean, back to it again. And when I think about it, we are getting pretty far into the game. I mean, here we are. What is this? Like episode 45 now. And after this temple, we have 2 more mirror shards to collect. So we're making pretty good progress. And speaking of this temple, this is probably one of the easier temples in the game, just in my opinion. I mean, it can be frustrating just because of the enemies, and you guys will see what I mean, but it's really not that too difficult. Here? What's with this guy? He's got a nice house place for a beastman. Not a nice house place, a nice place for a beastman. Okay. Anyways, so now that we're done with that, we're going to want to roll back here. And yeah, Link walks really slowly through the snow, so I just recommend going to Wolf Link form. That'll save you a lot of time actually coming up in this next temple, or next dungeon rather. But anyways, if you're going for 100%, there is a postal up here. So I recommend transforming to Wolf Link form and climbing up here to the top. I could be wrong, so don't hold me to this, but I believe that this one right here is not affected by the night and day cycle, so I believe you can come here at any time. I'm pretty sure that actually. But I might be wrong, so if you don't see it up here, just wait until it's night cycle. But I'm pretty sure you don't have to worry about it. Anyways, now that we have that, we're just going to hop off and go into the mansion over there. which is pretty cool, I must say. Just because this area is a little, like, very secluded, it is one of my favorite areas of the game, and I do enjoy this dungeon quite a bit. I mean, it's not great, and it can be frustrating at times, as you'll see coming up in these next few videos. But I mean, it's definitely not my least favorite of the game. That Lakebed Temple definitely has the cake for that. Snowpeak Ruins. Game that is not a very nice way to talk about somebody else's house. Anyways, beside the point, because I'm just so terrible at dungeons in Zelda, you'll notice me messing up quite a bit throughout this. There's one moment in particular, which, by the way, this is post-commentary, as I usually do for dungeons, or as I've started doing for dungeons. So just be prepared, but that's okay. I mean, I'll cut that out, obviously, but anyways, beside the point, right here, your first puzzle. It's right at the very beginning. You just have to go into your senses. It's very, very, very difficult to miss. Anyways, now that we have that, we can transform and head into the next room over there. And also, like, I get confused at times, so there might be moments where I'm just kind of sitting there, like, what do I do next? Because, yeah, dungeons in Zelda. Who? Ah. Sorry, I have sickness. Oh, I forgot the accent. Come closer, huh? Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. You cute little human. Husband told me you come. You want to look at mirror, huh? My husband found it, but it's pretty thing, huh? But since I get the mirror, I get sick, and then bad monsters appear. What was that? So many bad things happen. So we locked bedroom on third floor, where it hangs, huh? Wait, I tell you where key is. You got the map of the mansion. Okay, pretty cool. I gotta say, I really do like your place. Okay, and we know what maps are. Fever makes head blurry. It's probably here in room marked by this symbol. But right now, I can't even get up. Would you bring it to me? Huh? Start with door right here. Okay. Thank you. So we need to get the bedroom key for her. Okay. And that will be a running theme for this dungeon, as you'll soon see. But we'll get to that in a moment. Ah, you! Wife, look bad, huh? Not her since mirror. So, I make soup for her. Fish from Zora village are most nutritious. You tired? Huh? You have some. It give you energy. Okay. Cool, thanks, dude. Well, actually, before we get some of your soup, we're just gonna talk to you for a little bit. Or can I talk to you? Right? Yeah, I can. What flavor is soup, huh? Can't decide. I love just like the look on his face. He's like, oh, what flavor am I gonna make with the soup? Yeah, he's pretty sweet. He caught a giant fish for his wife, and now he's gonna make her soup. Anyways, if we come right over here, we'll find our favorite deformed bird, Usu or Uku or whatever floats your boat. Gracious, you're that nice fellow who helped me out the other day. How nice to see you again. Well, now that we found each other again, let's stick together for a bit. I'll be right with you, so if you want to warp out, just let me know. Alrighty, Usu, thank you. You reunited with Usu. Okay. Set her to X, Y, or Z and give her a call if you want to come back to the certain point in the dungeon. Alright. Anyways, now that we have Usu, let's continue on. There's a lot of... I'm not gonna, as I usually don't do, I'm not gonna narrate every little bit of the dungeon. Especially when it comes to these puzzles, just because, I mean, obviously you can see the way I'm pushing the puzzle, like I'm pushing the blocks, but there's, if I'm correct, 2 different puzzles in this, or maybe there's just 1, I believe it's 2 actually. 2 different block pushing puzzles in this dungeon, so just kind of, you know, watch a pattern that I do. I do get confused at times, so I do like take moments to kind of make sure I'm doing the right thing, but yeah, anyways, beside the point. This dungeon is, I mean, I don't want to say it's definitely not my favorite. That one's for later in the game, and actually my favorite dungeon is many people's least favorite dungeon. But I just really, really liked it. I liked it a lot, but a lot of people hate it. In fact, my good friend Rebecca, she hates it so much. Really quick, before I continue, for some reason, it's showing that my audio is not... Okay, I had a mini heart attack because it showed that my audio wasn't recording. I was like, no! Anyways, now that we've walked outside, you see where we want to go. Okay, so that is the bedroom that we've been told, that we've been told about. There you go. And that's exactly where we want to go. We need to find the bedroom key for the bedroom. And you might wonder, why is the bedroom locked with chains and a huge lock? It's a very good question. It's a little bit ominous, if you ask me. But, anyways, besides the point, there is a red rupee right there, which, by the way, there's something that I want to talk about. So, in the last video, you may have noticed that the quality was a little bit lower than it usually is, and I'm not exactly so sure as to like what my settings have been, but basically what happened is you might notice that the quality is better in this video. It's because I went through my capture card program and I changed a few settings. For some reason, I have been recording like, okay, so obviously the videos have been in 16:9, but they were being rendered in, or produced rather, in 4:3 quality and then stretched. I don't know why that was the case, but those are my settings. I thought that I had it set to 16:9, but anyways, I set it to 16:9, so the quality of this video should be a little bit better, I hope. At least that's what I'm seeing, but you might not be able to notice anything, I don't know. Besides the point, I want to point that out to anybody who might have noticed. And what I'll do for this dungeon is I'll cut it into 3 parts. This is probably one of the shorter dungeons of the game, at least in my opinion. I mean, obviously it can be long if you don't know what you're doing. But I'll cut it in 3 pieces. Two pieces will be about 25 minutes, and the last one will be about 13. Just giving you heads up as to like how this is gonna go. I honestly probably could have done this in 2 videos if I wanted to, but just when I was recording it, it didn't quite work out that way. I had to go at the ending of the next recording, and I wasn't able to put it all in one. And I just didn't do a good job of spacing everything out. But anyways, besides the point, there's a few different topics that I want to talk about today. And the first one is me and my content. So recently I've thought about it, and it's getting kind of tiring just doing Let's Playing. I mean, and obviously some games are more tiring than others. Like, as much as I love Twilight Princess, it's a pain. It's a pain to Let's Play 100%. And I don't want to do non-100% Let's Plays, because, like, I don't know, that just doesn't sit well with me. I mean, like, I feel like I'm only doing, like, part of a job, if that makes any sense. Anyways, these enemies right here, let me talk about these for a second, actually. These guys are quite frustrating, in my opinion, and that is if you don't know how to deal with them. So they'll have these ice spears that they'll throw with you, and as soon as you break it, they'll pull out another one. So what I recommend doing, and it's hard to do this, it's hard to take them on one at a time when you have multiple ones in a room, but what I recommend doing is shield bashing and then doing the helm splitter. The helm splitter kills them automatically. Another thing you can do is wait until they throw their spear at you, and then just like hold up your shield, and it will hit your shield and break, and then you can go attack them. They'll be defenseless. So it's whatever floats your boat, but for me, the shield bash and the helm splitter are the easiest combination for me. Anyways, come right over here, and we will get the Ordon pumpkin. She said that this was supposed to be the key, but it's not. It's a pumpkin. What's this? This isn't right. She's got the wrong location. Want to go back there and try to get her to remember where the key is? Yeah, let's do that, because this is definitely not the key. I mean, it might be the key to her heart if she really likes pumpkins, but no, it's definitely not the key we're looking for. Anyways, so I really do enjoy Let's Playing, I do, but it's getting tiring. Although my next project is going to be really easy Let's Play, I'm looking forward to it. But I keep hinting at it, so I'm going to stop talking about it, because for those of you who are watching, you might be wondering by now, and I don't want to torture you guys, in case you might be curious. But anyways, I was thinking about changing up my content a little bit. Now, I still want to do Let's Plays, just because that's always been my main thing. And although I enjoy it, well, let me talk about this. What flavor? Huh? Pumpkin! You have pumpkin, huh? Is he gonna knock us over and take our pumpkin? Pumpkin, pumpkin, ha! Thanks. What was that? You taste if you want. Okay. Thank you. And now his soup's a little bit more orange because he put the pumpkin in it. Okay. Well, let's go talk to your wife and see what's going on, because we don't need pumpkins. You find it, huh? What? Pumpkin? But why there? No good. Where I leave it? Maybe in that room? Go to room marked by symbol. Okay. Check room on markdown map. Huh. Alright, and then she'll open up another door for us. Why do you have your doors, like, chained, like, not chained down, but, like, why do you have, like, metal sliding bars that close off your doors? I mean, it's... I mean, are you hiding from somebody? Anyways, besides the point. I believe I paused the video right here because I had an interruption, so oh, there you go. Okay. Anyways, this is gonna get kind of difficult later. Anyways, getting back to what I was talking about. So I still want to do Let's Plays, obviously, because that's always been my main thing, but I want to try out some new content. What interests me the most is doing discussion videos. And that could be on a huge range of topics. Now, popular and common discussion videos are like politics. I'm not going to discuss politics because that gets a little bit edgy, and I mean, you know, obviously politics are important. They're important things to discuss, but not something that, I mean, I do enjoy discussing politics, but you can't really have a respectful conversation with everybody, because not everybody will want to have a respectful conversation. And that's something that I wish people would be, you know, I wish people would be more open-minded when it comes to that topic, and would talk to people with more respect about their views, but that's not always the way it is. And anyways, it's something that people get really caught up in and really emotional about, so it's not going to be something that I'm going to talk about on my channel. But outside of that, like when it comes to like video games, I mean, video games can be controversial, or can they? Anyways, I could have discussion videos on new releases, on predictions of future games, what I think Nintendo's going to do in their newest Zelda game. What else? I could just about anything that I wanted to. I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now I don't know if these videos, like these discussion videos, would be to like with a camera, or whether I'd be playing a game and just talking. I don't know. Haven't really figured it out yet. But it's just an idea, and I think I would enjoy that. I could also do reviews as well, like reviews of some of my favorite games, although those might be biased, or maybe even anime reviews. I don't know. I mean, I could just... it opens up more possibilities. I'm really interested in the discussion videos, though. But I don't know exactly what like my first topic would be. I have no idea. So if you're watching this video and you have a discussion topic you think I could talk about, let me know. I don't know when I'll get around to like starting those videos. Maybe soon. Hopefully soon. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But it's something that I'm wanting to do. It's something that I've opened my mind to. There's one YouTuber who I like quite a bit. He's one of my favorites. His name is Gaijin Goomba, and he connects culture to video games. If you've never heard of him before, go to my channel, and he's actually in my channel box. Or is he? No, I don't think he is actually. Okay, we'll just look him up. Gaijin Goomba. And if you don't know how to spell that, Gaijin Goomba. I really like his videos a lot. I'm really into culture and stuff, and he connects video games and culture, and it's really cool. And I really enjoy what he does. And I kind of would like to have some videos where I talk about culture a little bit. And me having been to Japan, and me being super into Japan and its culture and stuff, I could talk about that. And I probably actually would have some discussion videos talking about that. Maybe talking about some past experiences that I've had, telling some stories. Because I have some stories I could tell. And I think you guys might be interested in those. I don't know. I could also try out vlogging more. I mean, I don't know. I need to innovate a little bit. And I don't know. It's just a matter of having enough time to get around to it. I don't know. Anyways, besides the point, this mechanic right here, this mechanic is going to be shown throughout the dungeon quite a bit. There's going to be like little boulders, I guess I'm going to call them, lying around. You're going to want to load them into the cannon, drop a bomb in, and boom. Okay. Now, obviously, if you don't have a bomb, you won't be able to do this. The game gives you a few right here. You won't need many. You'll need like 5 to 10 at most. Not many at all unless you screw up a lot, which is hard to screw up. Unless you don't have a walkthrough and you don't know what you're doing. But hey, if you're watching this video, obviously you have that. But you don't need that many, so don't worry too much about it. Just slash some pots around the temple, see if you can find some. If not, go somewhere, buy some bombs. But you will need a few bombs for this temple. So if you have at least one bomb, you should be able to get those bombs and you should be okay. But if you literally have no bombs, you're gonna need to get those. Anyways, these enemies right here, I forget what they're called, but they're quite frustrating. This is definitely not their first appearance, and they're very frustrating. If you try to kill them, they will bop around, and they'll bop around the room, hit you, and they're very frustrating. But what I recommend doing is just stabbing them in the eye. That's their weak spot, and it's the quickest way to kill them. And instead of just like slicing them around, they just go back. Like you push them back. You don't push them off in this wacky direction where they're gonna bounce off the walls. It just goes back. Anyways, mini boss time. And this guy really isn't that difficult. He looks pretty threatening, just like coming towards us with a swinging ball and chain. Yeah, yeah, I understand. But it's really not that bad. What I recommend doing is equipping the hook shot. And if you look above, there are little things you can hook shot onto. Pick one, hook shot, and don't worry, you won't get hit. You should not get hit in the middle of the air with a ball. But what you want to do is wait until he tries to throw it at you. And I failed right there, but then go to his backside and slash his backside, and all of his armor will start to fall off. Well, I don't know if his armor falls off, but that's his weak spot. That's his weak spot, definitely. Or you can just roll around it. And I recommend just doing jump attack after jump attack. And if you do it in a series and you don't miss, you should be fine. You can just kill him instantly. It's a pretty weak mini-boss. But he's not really there to be a mini-boss as much as he is to just, well, not die. I mean, that too. But to give us the next, or to give us the item of the dungeon. Yes, that ball and chain. Alright, so let's go and pick it up. And instantly it gets smaller and shrinks down to Link's size. You got the ball and chain. This giant iron ball has blah blah blah. Set it to Y, X, or Z. Basically, you equip it, you swing it around, you throw it at stuff. There's not really that many uses to it, rather than it just being a weapon that, like a huge thing that Link can just hurl around. It has more uses in this dungeon, and it's obviously a required item for this dungeon. But you can still kind of use it outside. I mean, I guess you could just go around swinging this ball around, killing enemies. Unlike the last item of the dungeon, or unlike the item that we got in the last dungeon, this can be used more outside of the dungeon. I mean, not from too many special uses though, rather than just breaking things and killing things, but besides the point, you're going to need it to break down ice in this dungeon, just like right there. So, break down the ice, open the chest, you got the Ordon goat cheese, okay. All this stuff is from our village, wow. Ah, food again? Yeah, I had a bad feeling about this. She didn't seem very sure of herself. No, she did not. Ah, well, let's head back and hope she has some other brilliant idea. Okay, hopefully so. Hopefully she knows where it is this third time, because it's getting kind of old finding food items. And I kind of wonder, how long have these food items been there? And like, who stores their cheese and their pumpkins in treasure chests? I mean, yeah, I guess people who value their food, but besides the point. Another thing I could talk about are video games that I'm excited for. Okay. So, and you're not going to hear a lot of new games on this list. I mean, you will hear a couple, but most of these are going to be old games. Okay, so, Fire Emblem Fates. That game came out last year? Earlier this year? I can't quite remember. It's been a while, though. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. My last Let's Play, well, technically not my last Let's Play, because I have Mario Party 4. Like, my last series... Oh, no. No. Then there's also Banjo-Kazooie. Okay. I'm getting myself mixed up. I did a Let's Play on Fire Emblem Awakening. Fire Emblem Awakening is my favorite game so far on the Nintendo 3DS. I love it a lot. And I just love Fire Emblem a lot as a series. And I'm really excited to play Fire Emblem Fates. Awakening was my favorite game in the series. It changed a lot for the series. And I think Fates will be similar to it in a lot of ways. Just because mainly it's on the same platform. Similar battle mechanics. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it. I've heard it's a really good game, and from what I can see, the ratings are just as, or almost, or just as good as Fire Emblem Awakening. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing another great Fire Emblem game. So I've asked for that for Christmas. I normally don't ask much from my parents for Christmas, but they insist, or rather my mom insists. My dad doesn't really care. My mom insists, so I'm like, okay. Well, Fire Emblem Fates, please, because let's be honest, I'm too frugal. I'm not gonna spend my own money on video games. I mean, I love video games, as you can obviously tell, but I mean, I have so much stuff that I'm having to save up for right now. Ugh. Anyways, more bombs. So again, you should be fine with the bombs, but as long as you have one bomb coming into this dungeon, you should be okay. But beside the point, I get confused. So if you're watching this for a walkthrough, just pay attention to what I do, and you'll figure it out. You'll find your way, I promise. I'm really excited for Fire Emblem Fates. I also, what's another game that I want to play that's already been out? Okay, so Pokemon Sun and Moon. I've not played Pokemon X and Y yet. I have the game. I've had it since almost around the time that it came out, but I just haven't played it yet. So that's going to be my next game that I'm going to play. Really quick gameplay. I'm going to talk about gameplay here. I recommend shooting those guys up so they will not be a problem to you. They can be quite frustrating. I recommend as soon as you come in, just getting out your bow and arrow and shooting them off the ledge. There's also some keys in here as well. I recommend killing those so they won't be a problem. I didn't mean to get on my ball and chain right there, but okay, it worked. I recommend just using the bow and arrow. There are a total of 3 keys in here if I'm correct. I recommend just taking care of them so they won't knock you off the ledge. And be careful. So these white spots that you see along the platforms, you will slide and you will fall off. If I were to go right there, I would slide off. So just be really careful. You know, watch your step. It's not that hard to tell what's what. And right there, there's the Hylian stamp for, well, there's a stamp for Hylian letter B. I believe it's just rupees if you're playing the Wii version of the game. Or the GameCube version of the game. Come right over here. And we will get un treasure chest. And actually, I think this is going to be the end of the video because we're at 26 minutes almost. Alright, you got the compass. It's a pretty good starting, not starting point. Well, starting point for the next video, but an ending point for this video. Okay, so next time let's play I almost said Fire Emblem Awakening because I was talking about Fire Emblem. Next time let's play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I will continue talking about my topic about games that I'm excited for because there are 2 other big games that I want to talk about. And we will continue through this dungeon. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.